are live.
Whoa, we are. I can hear you in the past
That's amazing.
and in the present.
It's also
Now I
amazing.
can hear me. Oh my
Maybe you
goodness.
should turn the sound off.
Listen, no dice.
Oh,
No deal.
gotcha.
Yeah, anyway, so welcome to 2 TV Gaming, the only podcast show where two friends play chess and Super Metroid and talk about other things.
That's right.
I'm one of your hosts, Dre Alvarez, found most places as Nerd Numbers. With me, as always, is Landon, aka RixterGT, aka the chargingest charger that ever charged,
I don't think that's one of them.
aka
Uh,
Mr. Mustang,
no, it's not one of
aka
them either.
um, aka the Ford Fusion,
I might start using that one
aka
though. That one's pretty good. But
just a car.
the Ford Fusion. Um,
Yeah.
no, I'm. You can just call me Landon. That's probably a lot easier than remembering whatever he was going on about. Um, my controller turned off, which is maybe not good because. Okay, good. Sometimes the. I'm
Did
playing
it
this
turn
on.
back on?
What's that? Oh
Did
yeah,
it turn back on?
turn back on. We'll see if it turns off again. Maybe I just didn't use it. I don't know if the batteries are dying. Um,
I hate that.
yeah.
That's why actually. So I do have a wireless that for my Switch that I love, but I did go ahead. I really shouldn't try chewing food. I regret this. Like I have like, but excuse me. Um, I do have like a wireless one that's really nice for my Switch that like I'm in love with.
Nice.
It's got like nice hat. It's almost like a PS2 configuration,
Mhm.
but it's got really nice like grips. It's really good because I mean I think are you using a emulator or the like the mini?
I'm using the emulator here because I don't have a good setup right now to hook up the mini um, and also
What I'll
stream.
say,
So
like as nostalgic as I don't even know if it's possible to go this. If I lose this game, it's going to be embarrassing. Because this person is rated 248. I didn't know numbers went that low on chess.com.
wow.
So yeah, it's really bad. Um, but I was just gonna say, like the original Nintendo controller, as nostalgic as I get through it, like a just a brick is not
It's just a
a
square.
great design.
It's it's not as good as like pretty much anything that came after it. But going back to it on the NES Classic, like I thought I never got tired of using it. Like it wasn't painful to use, and it wasn't back in the day either. So I was a little surprised about that, just because it is so square, like you said, just a brick.
hmm House, mighty mighty,
Yeah,
just letting it all. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is.
So I know. So actually, okay, I have a subtle tie in between the two. So obviously, one of the things we're doing is we're playing through Metroid, Super Metroid, and I have a lot to compare to another topic I'm going to bring up, which is the Ewok movies that George Lucas made in the mid 1980s. Now,
Hmm.
these were made for TV movies made almost immediately after Star Wars. For those that don't remember, it's a niche thing. But Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi were probably three of the biggest movies ever made at the time. I think E.T. eventually surpassed Star Wars, but there was basically a period of time where kind of Star Wars was the biggest set of movies, and George Lucas was, one of the people behind them. And not only that, he also did Indiana Jones with Steven Spielberg. So there was basically a point where George Lucas was the greatest filmmaker, like by gross, like in the world.
Huh.
And then he made these made for TV movies. And one of the depressing parts about them is the first one was more well received in its time. So like, but neither of them are good, and that's a
Hmm.
fun topic to bring up, right? This notion of things that don't age well. But the first one was at least well received. The second one, which I did a podcast on the Jeff Has Cool Friends Network, patreon.com/Jeff May, and is Ewoks: The Battle for Endor, and we're still friends, right? I know I keep like jokingly saying this, but I mean it. Like you were like, I don't want to listen to your podcast until I've watched the movie it's about. It's like got to get the whole movie experience.
Yeah. Um,
And
that was something I was. It was worse than I expected. Like,
wow, all right,
I mean, I didn't really know what to think, what to expect, I guess, because like I didn't really know anything about him. Um, the first one was, I guess, probably about like I expected, and the second one was pretty painful to watch. It was so ridiculous. But like, cause I had previously watched the He-Man special, which is also ridiculous, but it was also only like 45 minutes, so it was a little easier to watch. Um, but somehow more enjoyable
well, the
than these
He-Man Christmas
movies.
special, I would say, I mean, especially at that, you know, I guess price, whatever you want to call it, right? Time point or whatever you'd say, right?
Hmm.
I think the He-Man Christmas special has more meme moments
Yeah,
that make it worth it
yeah,
because you're
that's a good
like
point.
the story is terrible, the plot is terrible, the animation isn't, you know, compared to like modern day isn't great, but holy crap, there's some hilarious stuff in here, right? Like,
Oh yeah, I was like
wait, what happened?
sending some
You're
screenshots of it to
oh
my
oh
friends
oh
because I
okay.
thought it was funny and like yeah, it's entertaining for different reasons. But
Well, yeah,
yeah,
like when you randomly just like yeah, there's like a random point where they have like a Christmas tree up. There's just like an elephant looking at the tree, and you're like, what's going on now?
yeah,
What?
like, but that's
And
a
then
good
Mark.
point, and I
Oh,
didn't really realize that when watching the Ewok movies. But they don't really have that. There's not really any
well, they
so
do,
bad it's
but
enjoyable parts. It's just kind of
I
bad.
I I I heart. Okay, for those that haven't seen Ewoks: The Battle for Endor, at one point, Wilford Brimley fights Lurch from the Addams Family using only a walking stick. Um, while Lurch, uh, Lurch attacks him with a broadsword. So that happens. That's pretty cool.
That did happen. He was sort of the redeeming quality of that movie, or if there was one. Like Noah was, he was pretty cool. Like,
How oh, I thought you were about to bash. I thought you were going to say what's it Tarok, the villain.
oh,
He was I enjoyed him. He was good. No,
the villain? No, he was actually like compared to everything else. Um,
yeah.
like he,
Uh,
I don't know. Go ahead.
I have two redeeming comparisons. So one thing is we're playing Super Metroid, and the Metroid series notoriously is notoriously based off of the Alien franchise.
Hmm.
In just a variety of ways, including but not limited to the fact that Samus is basically Sigourney Weaver's character Ripley, and then there's a villain named Ridley, possibly based on Ridley Scott. So it's like this movie is not subtly in any way based on aliens.
Right.
And what we brought up about Ewoks: The Battle for Endor is that it is kind of ludicrous because the first movie, as you were saying, like what you expected, the first movie is this kind of kids story where these like two kids are shipwrecked and their parents have been captured by a giant monster and they run into the Ewoks and the Ewoks have to help them save their parents. And then they kind of meet like it's almost Lord of the Rings ish. We bring this up on the podcast where it is they're like they meet like a guy with an axe and they meet like a sorcerer and all this stuff.
Hmm.
So that's fine. The second one starts with the family that they spent the entire movie saving. The first one just dying,
I
just
thought
all dying.
that was so ridiculous, and I kept waiting for them to like show up later in the movie, be like, "Oh, we're okay now," but they didn't, and like none of the characters cared that that happened.
Like brief, yeah, like the Sindel, who's the daughter, who was in both movies, like the only, like her and Wicket are the only two, and Wicket is an Ewok, who also shows up in Return of the Jedi. Like they basically go from like my parents are dead to like, hey, here's a house we found, let's just live here, it's cool. You're
Well,
like, excuse me, what?
yeah, and I'm not worried about spoilers for these movies for anybody listening, so I hope nobody cares. I normally do care, but I don't care about these movies,
Why?
because there's
Who?
not really anything to spoil. Like it doesn't really matter. Um, but that was the crazy thing, right? Because like you said, the movie started with like her whole family dying, and she just moves on like, oh, they're dead. Oh well. And then when they're captured and they escape, I thought they were gonna like go figure out a rescue plan or like try to save their friends or whatever. They're like, oh, here's a house. We can just live here now. Like, oh well, everyone else is off to a prison camp or wherever they were going, and they just totally forgot about them. Like, didn't even care.
Well, spoil it now. Obviously worrying about spoiling Ewoks: The Battle for Endor, we're not, but I'll spoil the amazing nerd podcast with Dre and Jeff. We bring up the backstory, and basically George Lucas he wanted Heidi. He wanted to make Heidi with the Ewoks, and of course the problem with it is the central premise behind Heidi is an orphaned child, um, which the entire first movie, as we mentioned, is entirely about this family that gets rescued.
Hmm.
So it's kind of hard to do an orphan movie. So like George Lucas is just like, I would like to make Heidi. And you're like, okay, we could totally do it. Like, let's be clear, you could easily do Heidi in the Star Wars cinematic universe, right? That would be cake. You
Sure.
could use so many things you already have. But he's like, but I want to use these characters from this movie. And it's like, but that is the exact opposite of what just happened.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I was just kind of ridiculous. And George, I mean, the prequels definitely just prove this. But it is just like proof, right, about this guy that everybody's like, oh, he's a genius, and you're like, are we sure about that? And like the prequels proved without a doubt. You're like, maybe he needs an editor.
Mm.
And the funny thing is, people just forget, and it's weird that they forget because Ewok's Caravan of Courage, that was viewed by 60 million people on syndicated television.
That's a lot.
60 million people.
And I was not one of them.
Oh, nice job. My boy, the guy who puts on this tournament that I'm playing in, K Green Gator.
Hmm.
Huge shout out if you're watching. Gonna guess you're one of the three watching K Green Gator. He's the person who puts on these tournaments, which is really nice. So if you're on chess.com, I would highly recommend joining whatever chess club I'm in. I'll try and get it. Let me see standings. I'll try and get some info. Yeah. But it's there is a USCF rated chess club that this guy puts these on, and they're pretty good. So
Nice.
anyway, and he just won a game against a higher rated player, which is you love to see.
Very nice.
Um, but yeah, so I mean, like George Lucas just kind of going off the rails on this movie. But there are two funny things. Like I said, the other comparison I wanted to make on this, just like the entire family dying, was actually to the Alien franchise. So the first Aliens movie, so there's Alien and Aliens, and so like the first one is about like a space station that's been infected, and like there's space marines up there, and it's basically a slasher film, but the slasher is an alien, which is a really clever idea. And the second one, Sigourney Weaver's character kind of like has to go back. Um,
Back to the Future.
sorry, I'm my brain is messing up. There's a trap in this opening, but I have completely spaced it. Um, but Sigourney Weaver's character like has to go back, and she like finds a girl to save, and it's aliens because there are more than one. So that's kind of wild. And the Metroid movies, you know, stem from that. But the point of like comparing it to the Ewok movies is Alien 3. In
Hmm.
that one, what ends up happening, and this was written, this gets all sorts of wild for a variety of reasons. That movie was written by like Joss Whedon at one point, and like the directors changed and all sorts of stuff, but same idea where they really want to go back to the original Alien idea. And the problem is, in the first movie, or in the second movie, like Ripley Sigourney Weaver escaped the space station, like saved a little girl and some other people she was with, and they were like, okay, well, we really need a reset, so they just kill all these people off. And you're like, well, the
Why?
emotional core of the first movie was all of these people, so you're just gonna kill them. And I was like, yeah, yeah, pretty much. And that's what happened in between the first two Ewok movies. So I thought that was a little amusing, kind of comparing it to the. I don't think this person's in good shape. I think this is the right move. Um, and comparing it to the Alien franchise. And then also a thing I enjoyed, which is comes up on the podcast. Both of those movies won Emmys for special effects, and they do not. Like, this gets interesting where if you're trying to look at things that age well, if you're reliant on technology to be the thing that makes your thing age well,
Mm,
you're in for a world of hurt, because right, the special effects that were award winning in the 80s for television are ridiculously bad now.
right.
Um, but then when we're like playing Metroid, Super Metroid, that is like universally acclaimed as a great game, and up until the stupid the tractor beam thing that you've been showing the spoilers, it holds up. It looks great, it plays great, the controls are good, the story, the narrative, unfortunately I've had some spoilers, but the narrative is great, and
Mm,
it is an interesting premise on like what makes things age well versus not. Although I would make the argument that like Ewoks, the battle for Endor, in the moment, like there was no hope, there was no like, this could age well. It's like, no, this is
they're
bad.
not gonna be good. Yeah.
But like the first one, right? I mean, you said the first one was a lot more enjoyable, and I would be curious. I think the first one, especially if you view it as a kids movie, like probably was an all right movie at the time.
Yeah. I think it probably like I think I would have enjoyed it as a kid, but and it, yeah, I didn't hate sitting through these movies, but cause
At,
I've
at
watched a
least tell me on
lot
the
of bad
first one
ones.
when the Ewoks bodied the when the Ewoks bodied him, when he like comes in with the blaster at some point. The first one, this Luke Skywalker wannabe kid comes into a
Hmm.
spacecraft, and the Ewok. So like it's been attacked. He doesn't know it's been attacked. The Ewoks have found it's been attacked too. So it's the mistaken identity. So he's
Hmm.
blaming the Ewoks. And he's like, "What are you guys doing in here?" And he like starts blasting the wall, and these like 4 or 5 Ewoks just tackle him. Is that was a memeable? That was enjoyable. I thought that was funny.
That was pretty funny. That was good. And what's interesting is I was looking up Ewoks after this show just because, and apparently Ewoks are canonically just as strong as Wookiees. They're just smaller, but like they're just as strong as like Chewbacca. So I guess they're like super dense, and so they could have like ripped that kid up if they wanted. But
I mean, and we see that there are all sorts, like in Return of the Jedi. So that's a ridiculous part. As we discuss on the show, this is called C canon, and so that's where it is. It was at one point considered canonical in Star Wars. When Lucasfilm was sold to Disney, they kind of changed up, what's considered canonical and not.
okay,
And so, for instance, a lot of the books, the extended universe, they're no longer considered canonical.
okay,
Um, so from that regard, Ewoks, like these two movies, are not considered canonical strictly, but they were kind of at one point. But at the point they took place before Return of the Jedi, which like doesn't make any sense, because like one of the things about Return of the Jedi is that Leia runs into Wicket, and he doesn't speak English,
right.
and so you're like, hey there, little guy,
Yeah, it is a
and it's like, well, wait a minute,
little weird how much English he could speak. But
yeah, oh yeah, Star Cruiser Crash. I used to repeat that all the time. That's amazing. Oh, and also like other funny point, the first one, didn't you appreciate like just how many like normal animal like there's a goat?
I noticed that when I was watching it. Like, yeah, there was like a goat. You mentioned this in your podcast too. There's like horses. There's a rabbit. There's a ferret. Like just all kinds of like normal Earth animals, which was really strange. But I guess it's cheaper than making puppets for everything, and they wanted a bunch of animals.
And the puppets didn't look good either, so
They didn't, but at the same
like yeah.
time, for like a show aimed at kids, like it had some pretty scary monsters in it. Like if I were, 5 or 6 years old watching this, like that would have been pretty scary. Some of the stuff they had,
Well, yeah, that was I mean, I'll
especially
say
compared to
that
other
about
Star Wars
the
movies.
am I doing this wrong? How come I can't start my game?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought okay. Oh, okay, I think okay, here's what was messing with my head. I went back to the ship to charge myself up at the very beginning. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, are you playing Super Metroid
Um,
now? Because you're still showing chess.
no, I'm playing chess. Not playing Super Metroid.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not getting bored watching these other. Well, I won my game in that round really. There's one round left. So by the way, the chess tournament tonight is popping off, man. So like it had like 12 people. Normally it has like six, so it only
Oh,
lasts 3 rounds.
gotcha.
Um, and then I won my third round really fast. It's actually. Oh, by the way, I did a hack last week that I didn't realize, but it's kind of awesome in the chess tournament. I actually gained rating points even though I had a poor night. So in chess, in the United States system, there is. Can I do like a? I could do like a super jump at the. How? What's the? Can I do a super jump up here?
I have no idea. I can't see what you're doing. I'm gonna say
Well,
yes.
infer from
I'm gonna say
context.
yes. You can.
I think I made a mistake last time. Oh, I have a theory, by the way. I'm curious of your opinion of this theory. So remember, we're like, who does the wreck ship belong to?
Mhm.
Question for you. So I think this actually falls apart pretty quickly, but and if you listen to the Tick episode of Nerd, you'll hear comments from Jeff and myself on opinions on fan theories because he's too good for them, and I'm like, fan theories are fun,
Mhm.
even though he makes a fan theory in the Ewok movie.
Right.
His defense in the Tick movie is the Ewok movie is so bad it's fine to make fan theories because who gives a damn? But if you're like watching an amazing show like the Tick, don't make fan theories because the show is good and you're ruining it. Interesting perspective.
That is interesting.
What if the wrecked ship is Samus's ship from the first game?
From the first game,
From
she
Metroid. She
and so you
escapes,
think
but
she
I'm
was just.
wondering, like,
I mean, you're right, because
what
the
if she
planet
escapes?
wasn't destroyed, right? Because like it isn't even caved in most of the way, as we see, because we can go back to where like the mother brain was and the bomb was like seemingly set off. Um,
And let's spoil some stuff for people that don't know all the Metroid stuff. And by the way, like this is funny in that some of it's just like made up. So the Metroid kind of backlore is there's this like race of bird people called the bird people,
people, the
the
Chozo.
bird people.
Yeah.
Yep. Not that's sausage. That's the sausage people. Well,
Oh,
that's the chorizo. Anyway,
anyway.
so I was going nothing.
I got nothing. I'm just gonna let you move on past that one on your own.
You sure?
Yeah,
We can talk
yeah.
about
No, we can.
it.
You can keep on going.
Okay. Okay. So the Chozo are this like bird race of people, but the like backstory that gets all sorts of funny. It gets very Protoss and StarCraft, where really they're kind of the heroes, but also like the creation. They're like the Iron Man. Like all of the issues in the universe are pretty much their fault. So Metroids are they're like they basically created Metroids attempting to come up with a cure for a virus. and I don't remember if they created the virus, but regardless, like these Metroid creatures that in the first Metroid game, the galaxy, the like intergalactic Federation is like these things will destroy everything, and we have to stop. We have to stop the pirates at all costs. The Chozo created these on accident, and all of Samus's technology is from the Chozo as well.
Right.
So on the one hand, you can say, well, Samus escaped on her ship in the first game, right? And like,
Hmm.
even I think in the guidebook for this one, it's like Samus's legendary ship. However, Mother Brain, another spoiler, is also a creation of the Chozo.
Right.
Um, and I'm just coming. I'm not sharing my screen, am
Mm-mm.
I? I'm going back to the place I did because seem to recall there was like a bomb thing. I don't know if there's like an E-tank or whatever. I'll ask questions about that when I get there.
Okay. Yeah,
But
and
so
I'm gonna start playing here pretty soon.
yeah. Why don't you start going instead of watching the starting thing? But and
Yeah,
this is the last round. So
for ready to start talking about Super Metroid, I'll
oh,
hop
and
on here.
this is my Nemet. I've lost to this person on this stream before. So TCU Doug
Here's a
coming for you.
rematch.
Yeah, rematch. Probably gonna play the Sicilian. I'm betting.
So here are my saved games. I'm gonna, unlike previous streams, I'm not gonna start over, just because,
Yeah.
especially since I've wasted half an hour already. It would just take too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue my stream or continue my game. I'm at an hour 20 right now, so I'm not setting any records. Obviously, I've said before I'm not a speedrunner, but even for me, this
Yep.
is not a personal record. But it is a decent time
What's your
for me, I
personal
think.
best?
I think I've beaten it in about an hour 20, and I still have a couple bosses to go. So I thought I was going pretty fast this game, but I guess not. But I guess this.
Seem to recall you just did some of the worst jumps ever. Also, I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, from a streaming perspective, probably the right thing to do. But I mean, like, for instance, being like, "Oh wow, look at the little frogs jumping. I'm gonna follow these jumping frogs. Watch them
Yeah,
jump up the wall."
right.
Like
Gotta show off all the cool stuff.
maybe when you're speedrunning, if you're speedrunning, not the most efficient speedrunning.
Yeah,
Just
you're probably right.
as an
Um,
observation.
so anyway, as a recap, I'm here in Meridia. It's the underwater part of the underground of the world. I just killed Dragon. That was the last thing did at the end of last stream. Using the cool trick where you can use the grappling beam to electrocute him. Um, and I don't have a map for this yet. There's a couple more things I need in Meridia. And Meridia is like a pretty big place, and it's easy to get lost in, but it's pretty cool too. But I'll go ahead and get started here and try and remember what I was doing, or where I'm going.
All right. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Yeah, we have
Where did you
these.
come from?
Oh yeah, and so I just got the space jump, and we've seen all these like really not exactly Metroids here. Like,
So explain. So you did see Metroids, but you're saying not exactly Metroid.
oh look at these guys. They don't even take missiles to kill. Like they can barely hurt me, right? Like what's going on? Are these Metroids? We don't know. I don't know.
All right.
I'm a little
Well,
lost.
here's the good news. In theory, I have at minimum a guaranteed draw.
Really?
So if you look at the
What
chessboard
if
right
I
here,
start suggesting moves and you do
okay,
them?
what do you think I should? I'm white to play. What should I do here?
Um, move the rook over by your king. Seems like a good move.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I only know how they move. I don't know the strategy.
I think this is pretty strong. So his king. I mean, this is a fun metaphor. Is like chess to boxing.
Hmm.
And like a good point is like if you get the king trapped in the corner, you're probably in good shape. So my king's got a couple pawns in front of it, which means it's pretty defended.
Hmm.
My king does have the green does have a green diagonal open to it, but if you'll notice, my opponent has a light colored bishop, not a dark colored bishop. So I'm not as worried about that. But now, where I'm kind of psyched is I think this is game over. I don't think he's got a shot. This is like, when you're talking like speedruns, this is a pretty convincing win. If I win in 25 moves against a 1600, that's pretty good. That'll be pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
Yep. Just making sure there are no cheap mates. Because one thing to watch out for in like cases like this is if my king's on the back rank, could potentially get back rank mated. That feels good. That feels good. Feels as good as
Very
beating
nice.
Metroid in under an hour.
Congratulations.
All right. Okay. Well,
I always thought
let's.
this area looked really cool. Like pretty much everything about it.
So
Like we got the water, we got like the sand, terrain. It's probably not actually sand, but it looks like. You have to know to come back here because I'm about to get something else really cool. I thought these
What is it?
jumping blobby guys are really cool. These guys are really cool, these floaty guys, because they're from Metroid 2. And so I'm not sure which planet they're really from, but they're on both Zebus and SR388. What am I doing here? Why can I not play this game?
I don't know. Have you tried playing it?
Yeah, I'm trying to use this controller. That might work.
All right.
I've got like this big.
So by the way,
all right, so we have to like watch how cool it is the next time I come through this room. Not that anyone was watching that, but. So now we have these guys. We're like, oh man, more space pirates. We've seen these guys all over the world, right? And you're like, wait a minute. Nothing hurts them. What? How are they so strong? The answer is I don't know, but they are really strong. And you can't kill them. Then you come over here and you're like, wait a minute. What? What is this? Is this it? The very thing? And yes, it is. It's the plasma beam. Are you done with chess? I'll resize your window here.
oh, I'm playing, aren't I?
Yeah, but you were going back and forth, I thought. But let me
I would
fix your
never
window
go
size.
back and forth. Oh no! Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Back to this lovely stage.
Alright, so now I've got the plasma beam, the most powerful beam in the whole galaxy. Probably. Besides maybe what these guys are shooting. And now I can easily kill these guys, like no problem. But what's that you say? You're saying why did you go from 3 beams down to 2? When I shoot? Like what's that all about? Well, let me show you. Like, I'm glad you asked. If you
That is what I asked. If you rewind the tape,
if you check
that
your
is exactly what I asked.
check your status here now, you've got the plasma beam and all your other beams combined, like we talked about. They combine, which is really cool. But you don't have the spacer. So you're like, wait a minute, I want the spacer turned on. So you turn it on and it turns off the plasma. You're like, no, why can't I use both at the same time? And the reason is it would use just too much current and void Samus's warranty, so she doesn't do it.
That the joke you're gonna go with?
That's the one I'm going with.
Okay. And that's.
And look at this,
Not
like now I
saying
just
you
like
can't go with
shoot
that
right through
joke.
these guys, yeah. Easy. Now everything just turns to ice because it's still plasma ice.
Place.
We don't worry about how that works. And then I try to remember where I am, where I want to go. And
Don't I go out the back? So sorry, just checking with where I'm at. Don't I go out the back way of the ship to get down to Meridia?
Yeah, you should do that. Because I didn't go that way, and it's very scenic, like I said. So this is a pretty cool, like we talk about like interconnected worlds, and that's one of the things about Metroid games. And for the most part, Super Metroid, like you just kind of run everywhere, and as you get new items, you can find secrets and blast open different doors and walls and things like that. And then you have this crazy tube elevator thing that takes you all the way to the other side. And
Crazy tube elevator thing.
yeah, look how
I don't
crazy
want
and
to tell you what the
tubey it
bottom of
is.
that tube elevator looks like, man. I might have to get an explicit tag on this channel.
Nah, it just looks like a cool elevator.
Just looks like a rocket ship, like a giant pink rocket ship.
Yes, just like most elevators, totally normal. Anyway, then you come over here. And this be, I think, the last thing I need to do in this area. And this is, if I remember right, a surprisingly annoying thing to try and do. Not too bad. So you can do this before you have the space jump, but it's easier with it if my timing were working correctly. Oh yeah, and then you hit these guys. So you can do your pretend screw attack just by charging up, and then somehow hit the wall and stop spinning. Which I don't think I've ever seen before, but that's what happened.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you gotta believe me.
That's the rule.
Well, only in this case. And you got this guy, which is super awesome, and this is the only place he shows up. And I'm just really off today, so now this is gonna take forever. But it's okay, because we get to see him walk around some more.
Why can't I kill this thing?
And he can damage me, it's fine. It's fine, we're friends, I know he doesn't mean it.
What? What are you talking about?
Then we get to watch him, like, break things even Samus can't break. Not even super missiles or power bombs can get through this. But this guy can.
It's your bud.
Yeah, he's just here doing his job. Never runs out of power. Never gets bored.
It's cool.
Doesn't seem like the most efficient
Are you
design.
Are you quoting the Terminator?
No, but I probably should
You
have been.
sure?
I mean, maybe
Remember,
accidentally.
like in the
But
Terminator, when she's like talking about like why the Terminator is like the perfect dad figure to this kid who's needed a dad,
oh yeah.
because his real dad was a space or a time traveler that died killing a robot.
A likely story.
Spoilers for Terminator.
Now I got the spring ball, which is awesome because now I can jump in ball form. Don't need to use bombs anymore. And she can jump surprisingly high in the morph ball. These guys are really strange too. I don't know what they are. They're like these armored snails that you can just kind of bounce around.
Snarmers? No, I can do better.
Whoops.
Arm snails?
That's terrible. I don't think that's
Well, you come up with a better one,
for the armored snails.
Mister. Yeah. You can't just call them armored
We
snail
can
and
say
it's
that they're
boring.
wearing snail mail. That's pretty good, right?
That is, I'm angry. I'm very mad right now. I cannot hide my fury. You can hear it in the timbre of my voice, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you say something good, and you're like, okay, well, I'm like, all right.
I'm stuck in the sand.
Wait, aren't I near you now?
That's right, Mitty. This is it's all spoilers all the time night. It's what we do here now.
Welcome to Spoiler TV, where we spoil stuff. Spoiler alert: Tyler Durden was dead the whole time. He's a ghost that Haley Joel Osment was. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, none of that sounds right. But what do I know? I watched the Ewok movies and it
That was really
erased
weird,
everything
right?
else.
Where like, that was really weird. We're just spoiling, and I mean, I'm doing it too, but like, spoiling the Sixth Sense was just accepted as an acceptable punchline in like pop culture forever.
Yeah,
Remember
I
that?
don't know.
That was weird.
That was weird. I don't know.
So how come I
I'm glad
can't
I'm
go
glad it
down
wasn't
here?
spoiled
Like
for me because that was a good movie. I don't
Can
know.
I? Okay, so watch where I'm at. I saw something come through the ground, but I can't go through the ground.
Some guys like just burrow. Doesn't mean you can do that
What?
too.
What? Things can just hide in the ground?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna have nightmares.
Well, makes sense.
Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't explain my chess hack. Basically, in the USCF rating system, you have what's called a rating floor. It is to attempt to prevent people from you called it sandbagging, but that exact point, like essentially once you get like say 1700, you can't go below say 1500. And the logic being if you like won an under 1500 tournament and you wanted to like play again, but you were 1700, they don't want to let people do that. And they also attempt to incentivize better players from wanting to like play weaker players because they don't want because if you played a bunch of weak players, you could like lose a bunch of. Oh no! Am I going the right way, or do I want to try and go back up?
Oh, that thing
This
pulled
is
you
like
down?
yeah,
Um, you
yeah.
have
I
to go
guess
down.
I'm
You,
just
you
gonna
can't.
go.
Yeah, you can't work your way up out of that. That's a pretty cool
Can
thing though,
I get
right?
through
Like
that
there's
door on
like
the right?
this that thing that pulls you down. That's pretty neat.
There's lots of cool stuff in this game. I don't know if you're gonna sell me on that being pretty neat. Like, it's okay, unless like a random like dragon skeleton shows up. I'm not giving you neat for that, which is what happened with Crackermeyer Saurus, right?
Crackermeyer. That's not his name.
Crackersaurus Rex,
Uh,
Crockadoodle Doo.
this is getting worse. Uh, no, those aren't his
My
names.
goal isn't to make it better for you.
Oh, it should be. And at this point, I'm missing like a lot of items. I'm gonna finish the game with a very low item collection rate, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go to the end of the game basically and finish this, and then probably
Do I
start
want to
over
try
again.
and climb up this wall here? I really need to learn the wall jump, but I'm really not good at it.
So you've not killed Dragon yet, right?
Which one's Dragon?
The one you can electrocute.
No, I have not killed
Um,
Dragon.
yeah, you're in the right
I'm in
place.
Meridia.
Yeah. So if you
He to the right?
don't go there.
Ah, why? What is your problem?
uh,
Freaking
yeah,
that was actually kind of cooler. That was cooler looking this time,
yeah, it's pretty good, right? All right.
but still, can I go down here?
No.
I'm gonna bomb things. Why not? But I bombed it.
All right, and then we come over here and we're
The
like,
lesson.
oh no, it's that scary dragon door again. What do I do? What could possibly be behind this dragon door? And you're like, good thing I've got the gravity suit, which lets me move in water and survive lava. Because it's a pretty good suit.
Am I able to get down here? Like I can
Mm,
see something below me.
yeah, not through where you are.
Hmm.
Better save my
Seems
game.
sus.
Good thing the engineers thought to put save points all over this world. So
I was
you
actually doing
need,
good at that.
yeah. You do you remember where you broke the pipe?
Yeah.
Um, I
I
think.
don't know how to. Okay, here's something. You're
Whoops.
new.
Yeah.
Let's go down here.
Good idea. Go new places. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Meridia's.
Elevator.
Yeah,
Elevator.
the elevator. Then you're like,
The elevator.
wow, I see something hitting in this wall. What could it be? Oh, it's good thing I bombed it. So you can get through lava, but not acid. Acid's like no joke. There's nobody can make a suit that can survive that.
Okay, well that's to Brinstar. I'm gonna go to the right. What do you think? Here's my map.
Um, I would. You can. Sure. Let's see. What do I got here?
Oh, nice. This was that. We talked about this last time. This is like the benefit of the gravity suit. Actually, maybe I can't. I can't jump here.
Yeah, you got like the falling sand, which slows you down. You can get out of it though.
How?
Just jump a lot. You can kind of jump up. Oh, see, maybe if you saw it, but like if you check my stream real quick, it fades in again, and it has like that light before everything brightens up. Um, like I said, they did that at the beginning with Ridley, and you see that like a few other places throughout the game, which is really cool. And don't want to touch the floor here because it will fall away. And now we're getting to the actual toughest boss in the whole game. I joke, we joke a lot about like how tough every boss
We
is.
joke. We
We have a good
we have a
time.
lot of
Yeah, we
fun
laugh
here on
about
this
it.
stream.
But this one, it's like
Is it
actually the
Ridley?
toughest. This one's actually the toughest. It's not even Ridley.
Is it Ridley? Is it
It
Ridley?
is
It's not
Chozo's
Ridley?
statue number
Okay, I was
two.
gonna say.
Why is he the toughest? Because he will catch your super missiles and throw them back at you. And he doesn't even care. And he takes a lot of damage. And he'll like turn sideways. Like I don't even know what he's doing. Somehow turning sideways means you can't hit him.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see the tractor beam and this sand dynamic. Kind of a tie.
Anyway, he's dead. That
I
was
thought you said it was hard.
it was that was the hardest thing I've ever done. I just made it look easy.
Wait, I can't get through this. Can't get through up here?
Mm-mm.
What would I do?
It's one way. And this is it. This is the thing. This is the item. What we've been looking for this whole time. Look at it. Look how awesome it is. We just have to sit here looking at it for a little bit.
Oh, dude, check this out. I placed, you can't see, I placed second in that tournament. That's really nice.
All right, good job.
Okay, so help me out here. I can open that door, but I can't get through this ceiling.
No, you have to come at it from the other side.
But
So, all right, so
why?
go back down and go to the room to the left, and you'll see the grappling hook. It's one of those crumbly ones, so you can get. It's a giant pain, like I was saying just a few minutes ago, because that's what I went and did. Without the space jump, it's almost feels like just total luck.
How do I get up here?
But once it goes away, then you just jump up there. Maybe you need to wall jump a little bit. I don't know. Like if you jump and do like to the side a little bit, so you're like flipping, you'll jump out of the sand a little easier, a little higher. But like I said, it's really difficult. I don't blame you if you don't want to spend too much time on that. Um, but you can. You can do that now, and then you have to be able to wall jump up after that. I don't remember. I don't know if you've been practicing your wall jumps.
I've been terrible at wall jump.
Hang on. I've lost my mouse. Oh, now it's back. Now Mariachi is saying something that's getting flagged, but I'm going to allow it. The auto mod
Are
picked
you
that up. Um,
teabagging being a notorious phrase for if you take something and you dip it in water to seep it? Landon would know because he has been hanging out with Brits lately, so you
mhm.
know, like learning about like soccer egg and stuff. All right,
So
I'm hip to the lingo.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
exactly it. So I just like to point out, I just picked up the screw attack take a look at my items. I have
Should I be going up here? Where should I be
every
going?
every cool thing, all the cool stuff. Um, oops.
Hmm.
And I'm now basically invincible because the screw attack was also in the very first game and the second game. Um, and now I can jump and look how awesome I look. We talk about like the graphics and the sprites a lot, but this is one of the coolest looking things ever. And it doesn't just look cool because I can basically bust through anything now. And I don't remember what's in this door, so we're gonna go there. It's probably a
Okay,
save
I'm gonna
point.
sound really newbie. I've completely forgotten how to wall jump. I thought it was just into the
That's
wall and
just
then
this.
turn right.
It's when you're doing flips, you have to be doing flips. So you have to do flips into the wall, and as soon as you hit, when you're up against the wall, you press away from the wall. She'll show a different uh, like animation, and then you can jump away from it. But it's like a single frame.
Any any true Metroid streamer is like probably in pain watching this.
It is, it is like wall jumping in this game is not easy. It does take practice. Like it's fine once you get used to it, but it is painful watching people learn because it is tricky and it's not obvious. But as we can see here,
See
none of
what
these
I what
guys are a threat to me because I have all the Chozo power in the world.
That's some
Ouch.
spicy sausage.
That's
That's a spicy meatball. See, what I hate is you can even see,
I
like
don't
I did
remember
there,
where I want to go.
but then like you'll see this point where you just like miss it. Like I can see Samus doing the animation,
Yeah, so you're probably really
and then it just
close.
like,
Oops. I don't actually want to go up here yet, I don't think. So that was the hardest boss in the game, that Chozo statue. Um, and now I'm going to go fight the hardest
what
boss in the
about
game.
Ridley?
And this is really exciting, and I don't know, you probably can't really hear the music, but the music is amazing. It is... Oops, I probably should have gone through the door before this rose. There's like earthquakes
I'm
going
able to get
on,
through.
and why can I not kill this guy? I just can't. I'm not gonna worry about that. These guys think they're really tough, but all I have to do is run into them, and they die. And
Okay.
then yeah, that's all I got there. And you like blast open this, and you're like, wow, there's even more secrets.
Okay, so help me out here real
And then
quick.
I look
Sorry.
again because I don't remember what I am doing now. Sorry, what?
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I can't remember now.
So where do I
I
want to
think
go
it
from
lives
here?
there.
I'm on Meridia. I think the boss is down to the right over there.
Where are you? Um, take the. All right, yeah, it's really kind of weird, but take the elevator tunnel there again to your left, back down to the bottom, and where you went right and it was all frustrating, go left instead, and go left into that far bottom left blue area.
Are you saying here go down?
Let me see where you are.
Where
Where
the
is it?
guy like,
Um,
okay, that doesn't even make a lick of sense.
good catch. Um, I don't remember where that
Nope.
takes you.
No, it's not.
Well, I guess we'll find out. But basically, you want to go to like where you broke the pipe and kind of like go in that bottom left area and start from the bottom left blue part of the map, and you'll make your way up to the top right through that.
Okay, so here's where I'm at the moment. In Meridia. It'll take just a second.
Yeah. So from here, you can go to the upper left part of this pink room, and that'll take you to that elevator to help you kind of reset, and then you can go left. Yeah, Meridia, you can spend like your entire life just lost wandering around. Oops. Gotta get a running start because it's cool.
Yep, it is cool. Here?
Yep.
Two. Okay, reset.
I am lost because I don't remember what I'm doing.
And you're saying instead of going right here, go left.
Yeah.
Just counterintuitive, because the thing I want to go to is to the right. But wait, that's what Metroid does. It says you expect to
That is
go
what
one way,
Metroid
but go
does.
the other way. Thank you, Metroid. Oh yeah, did I mention this on stream? But yeah, the creator of the Tick apparently listened to our Tick episode of Nerd and tweeted about it.
Which is very cool.
That's yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, no,
And
that's awesome.
if you
Like,
do you have Hulu,
yeah.
the streaming service?
Yep.
But Hulu, the thing that lets
Yes,
you
I do. Yes. What? What?
No, I just want to bear like I mean you might think Hulu is something else, right?
What
Like
else would
well, I don't know.
What?
Some people think Hulu is place.
It's like hula hooping, right?
You were like this is kind of bullshit
That's not
because
funny. That's stupid. That's
no, that is hilarious. So like before the show, you're like, I'm feeling okay. Do I want to go down
who's that asking
here
for?
or do I want to keep going left? Where I
I don't remember. I would. I don't know. Just go left, I guess. Just try to get into that blue area that you haven't been to yet.
okay. All right. So anyway, you can watch the Tick the animated series on Hulu. And I was saying is bullshit that basically pre-show you're like I'm pretty tired. I don't know if I'm on, and you keep saying funny crap. Or maybe I have a bad sense of humor.
Could be
Okay, now I can't. Are you sure? Now I can't.
some Indiana Jones rocks for some reason. I forgot how.
Now I can't get through there. Let's see. Can I get up?
Okay, yeah. So you'll want to go back and go down that area you were asking about, and then go left.
Okay. Oh yeah, and to finish the chest, I don't think I finished it, but yeah, basically they have a ratings floor. And last week when I played really horribly on this stream, no less, I beat a really bad player and then lost to TCU Doug, I think. And the really bad player is actually someone that in their past had a good rating floor. So like a thing that happens a lot is people get old and
No,
they get bad at chess.
not that often.
Pretty often.
Hmm.
So keep going left. Keep going left. And basically I beat an old person at chess and
Sounds
gained
crazy.
rating points as a result. So I like had
Right.
a really horrible night, but then I gained 2 rating points. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, I was just looking at where you're going. It looks like you're going the right way now.
No, I was hoping you were doing something cool, not I was doing something stupid, because I'm always doing something
No, I'm
stupid
going in
this
circles
game.
here because I can't remember like what's real and what's just a secret I don't need to be messing with.
It's like Inception.
Right.
Remember that movie Inception where they prove the base case and then they prove the step case? Oh, that's induction.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
a different movie. I'd watch that.
Remember that movie where like Bill Murray's stuck in the same day over and over again? He can't get out. It was called, I think, like Recursion.
Recursion, yeah. Because they forgot to identify a base case.
I don't know. Just had a while loop that went forever.
Yeah, I guess.
There's like a bunch of power-ups here, and it looks like.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. There's always cool stuff.
How do I get it?
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
I'm trying to bomb things, and it's not working. This is so misleading. How come I can't get through this wall?
I know. Like, I remember that one took me a while to find the first time. Because you are like, it's right there.
Do I want to? But it's right there.
It's right there.
I don't get it.
You
What
have
do I do?
you have your X-ray beam. Oh man, now I'm back here. What am I? And I'm wasting a lot of time. Oh, how did I end up way back here? Ugh.
There's no entrance to it.
Oh, this is
I don't
terrible.
get it.
This is just terrible.
We,
All right.
look at this X-ray beam. There's nothing here.
Yeah, I guess that's not where you go.
How do I do that again? What does this mean usually?
That's the shine spark or the speed booster.
How do I speed boost through there?
That one's also kind of tricky. So that one I did it on mine because it's one I practice a lot. But if you go all the way to the floor
Okay.
and you see that, I don't know why I'm going this way. There's yeah, you won't see anything with the beam. But if you go to the left and there's like a little plant. I mean, there's a lot of plants, but one in particular. See the one that's a little brighter, kind of in the middle there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you shine spark and jump straight off of that, you'll hit it. The trick is shine sparking off of that, which means you have to go to the door to the right, not the one on the floor, but the one to the right. And in there, you can build up enough speed and shine spark just before you go through the door, run over and jump up. And it's a good time. You have to open up that gate, you have to go all the way over, and now I'm back where I started.
Okay, I have lost interest in that, but cool to know.
Yeah, it's just missiles, but
Basically, I'm trying to wear out the clock until you beat the game. Maybe I'll beat the game one of these days. I don't know.
alright, I'm gonna try not get lost this time.
Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, stuff today. Yeah, you should watch Tick on Hulu. The animated series, pretty good.
Yeah, I will check it out. What am I
And
missing
the
here?
Tick comic, which you can buy. Yeah, it's like a fun gift. You ever wanted a gift? Tick omnibus that has like all 13.
Nice.
All right, so let's see. We are getting towards the end of Metroid, hopefully. So, like, what's other cool Metroid stuff?
Cool Metroid
Have you
stuff.
got you said you ordered the new one, right?
Yep. Metroid Prime Remastered. And looking forward to that because I haven't played Metroid Prime for a very long time. Like we talked about, like Metroid was not one of like it's got its following, but it's not really one of like Nintendo's big money makers.
Well, you want to know what's wild? Like, just a stat before we keep going on that.
Hmm.
This remains like the best-selling Metroid.
Is it?
No.
It sold better than Prime.
Am I in the right spot here? I got this thing on the top. Do you
Yeah,
want to go up?
you're kind of in the right spot. Yeah.
Is this the right place to go, or do I want to go back down and to the right? I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. You can go to left there.
What?
Or am I taking crazy pills? I don't know. I'm really confused right now.
What do you mean I can go to the left?
Well, where I saw you. Maybe you can't. I don't remember.
You've been helpful.
You're welcome.
Was there something up here at one point that I already grabbed, like a power-up or something? It's like an empty room. Okay, so here's where I'm at. Do you have advice for what I should be attempting to do?
Just keep going up and right. That's what I missed last time.
Well, I
I
try, but so like, look, so you're saying like, I guess you're saying get to the right and then go up.
Yeah, like keep going the way you are. You're in the right area. We got these flying guys. All right, I promise I'm in the right area now. I got a little confused for whatever reason.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kill Ridley. This won't take long. Or I'll die, possibly.
How'd I do the shine spark again? It's like run.
Yeah, and when you're flashing, then you push down. But you have to be in like speed boost. You may not have enough room to do it there. This place looks awesome. It sounds awesome. Like I said, the music is really epic. It's one of these games like some games do a really good job of making you feel like you're towards the end of the game or like really progress through the game, and I think Super Metroid does that really well. Um, where like the further you get, like it really feels like you're somewhere new and more advanced in the game instead of just kind of like more of the same or like trudging along. Like it gets more exciting the further you get.
I like it. I'm frustrated. You can tell I'm trying to like figure this out.
Yeah, and it is a frustrating area. Like, especially because they wanted to use that grappling beam. They put it in, so they're like, we have to use it everywhere. And these are actually like the strongest space pirates in the game because you can't kill them either. But you have to. You can't, but you have to. But they'll
You
do
have
this
to.
jump. Yeah, they do this jump kick, and then you can hit them when they're yellow. I'm not sure what triggers them to do the jump kick versus just throwing stuff at you. But they do a lot of damage. And I'm going to try and get some items and stuff here. This is a lot like we saw in Metroid 1. Very similar area. Maybe the same area, I don't remember. Have like these teeth on the ceiling. I feel like Ridley and
This is
Kraid
very.
got to design their own rooms. Like, yeah, I want cool looking eyes and teeth on my ceiling. Mother Brain's like, fine. Do what you want.
Okay, so actually, let's get back to. Okay, my brain is here briefly, even though I'm like about to die in this stupid room because I can't jump. But a theory I just brought up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Stupid thing bombs me.
Cool.
Good to know. But is what if the ship, the wreck ship, is your ship from the first game?
Hang on. Oh my god, it's his eyes. It is! It's actually Ridley this time. Not all these
Well,
pretend Ridleys.
you already beat Ridley.
I know, but now he's back and he's really angry that I beat him the first time. And I don't really know if there's a good strategy against him. Just, he takes a lot of damage.
According to a random thing I saw, Ridley is the hardest boss.
And he'll pick you up. Yeah, he's actually the hardest boss. Like I said, we like to joke about all these other bosses, but
I have 1 energy left, so I'm gonna. Who designed this level?
and he keeps picking me up and hitting me.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
No, he's hitting me.
Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, see, again, I stress Square Indiana Jones as like a proof of concept of just like I've seen better grappling than this done. And it is really clunky and really hard and really frustrating
It
that
is
it is
super
that
clunky.
clunky and
Yeah,
hard.
like you're not wrong. One
I
of the
know I'm
things that
not.
makes Ridley so difficult is he doesn't do anything that drops health or missiles or anything. So when you run out, you're just like he'll take
You're
damage from the
really
charge beam,
do you
but
have a what you call a
reserve.
thingamabob?
Reserve? Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if I have enough. Said I came in here a little unprepared today. I don't know. We can might be able to beat him.
You never know.
Who knows? And Ridley is so strong that he can
How
actually
strong is he?
he can hurt you while you're doing the screw attack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's how strong he is.
I'm underwhelmed.
But nothing else can. Nothing else in the universe can.
In the entire universe.
Well, that Samus said
Are
when
you
he caught
sure?
it
Entire
on
universe.
Zebus.
All of it. Alright, I'll give it to you. Okay, so anyway, we'll get through this stupid fan theory. Wreck ship is your old ship, right?
Right.
And it
I
may
don't
be
agree,
just because.
but go on.
But the point being, Mother Brain, for those that don't know, a continuing spoiler heavy night, was also created by the chorizo. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm not sorry
There, killed
at
Ridley,
all.
easy, never any doubt.
Not bad. Well, spoilers for those of it, like you're actually like 2 seconds in the future relative to your stream, so spoiler.
Really? Oh well.
Thought you were gonna die. You have 45 energy on like 1 bar left, so it's entirely possible.
Then you walk in, and you're like, oh no, the thing the Metroid was in. What has happened? Where has the baby Metroid gone? What are
Oh
they
yeah, that was
doing
where the
with it?
baby Metroid was.
Yeah. So you're like,
Huh.
I'm just gonna bomb everything and get this free E-tank.
Right. It's Chekhov's Metroid.
But anyway, then we're back. Turns out we actually have quite a few E-tanks. And you're like, man, I didn't even get a power up out of that. All I got was a broken baby Metroid canister. You don't even get to take it with you.
Well, that's right. Ridley took the Metroid from you no matter what you do.
Yeah, no matter what you do. And I've got like no missiles. I got no bombs. Actually, I got a lot of bombs. I don't
Got
have
no
any.
strings to hold you down, to make you fret,
I've got
or
nothing in
make you
reserve.
frown.
I don't think I need to worry about these guys again or their room full of TVs. Just gotta make my way
So,
back up.
question for you:
Yeah.
in this room, there's like a gray one. Could I get through it if I like killed all the enemies in here?
Um, if you mean all the enemies in Meridia, no. It doesn't open until you kill Dragon. Spoilers. And
Alright.
and then you do want to remember that because you do want to go back and get that. So go ahead and memorize all of Meridia while you're here.
I'll try. I'll do my best. There's a funny thing. I looked up the Nintendo Power on Super Metroid,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically gets through Crocodoodle-Doo, and then it's like you can
It's not
buy.
his name.
It could be. You don't know. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, it's his name's Crocomire. There. QED.
Crocomire Dundee.
It might be. I don't know if he has a last name.
Yeah, you never thought to ask.
I,
That's kind
I
of
never, I
inconsiderate of
never,
you.
yeah.
You go in there, you shove him off
You
a
just
cliff, you let him die.
didn't even ask if he had, like, what is your name, sir?
Now that we're like streaming weekly, maybe we should do Xenogears. be fun.
Wouldn't that take like 100 times longer than this?
Okay, so you're telling me you've beaten this game in an hour and 20.
Uh-huh.
I'm at like 2.5 hours because I suck and I don't know.
This is
For all the
taking
flack,
a
I
while.
mean, to be fair, I think this was your intent all along. Where, like, for Metroid 1, I was like, I studied and learned how to beat it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you gotta enjoy the majesty and joy of Super Metroid. You don't want to go into it tainted
Exactly.
and ruin it for yourself by like reading a walkthrough and memorizing a map.
Yeah, don't do
Like, in
that.
fact, you should, instead of doing that, you should play chess. I was like, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
I didn't say that
I
part.
am with you. You were like, you should beat TCU Doug on stream if you can. And I was like, I don't think I can. And then spoiler,
I was like, no,
I did.
I believe in you.
I know, like last week I lost. And I was like, oh, I'm never gonna beat TCU Doug at chess. And you're like, well, first off, your stats already say that you have like a 500 record against him, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe you will. And I was like, no, I'm done. And you were like, well, ratings also suggest that you probably have a good chance of just beating him statistically. And I'm like, no. And like, what if you play him again next week? And I did, and I won.
Yeah, I remember this
The end. I also
verbatim.
played a 200 and like missed that they hung a queen because I wasn't paying attention. That is one funny thing about chess that I'm weak at. Is just kind of being sloppy. And when you play a weak player, you really like. It's a good piece of advice, probably in life and in chess. Of like, sometimes you're like, it can't be that easy. And guess what? What landed?
Sometimes it is.
Yep. Oh, do I want to go up? I don't think I want to go up here, right?
I don't know what's up there.
Oh, I remember that's the fake room for whatever reason.
Fake room.
Yeah,
Metroid
there's a
doesn't have fake
fake
rooms.
room.
All right, I'm leaving Norfair forever.
Do you have enough bus fare to get home? I, I say,
I was trying to think
do you
of
have
a
enough?
funny thing to respond to that, but I got nothing.
It wasn't very
So,
funny on my part.
as you can see, I just decided not to visit a whole bunch of. You know what? I wonder if the fastest way back. We're gonna do this since my time is terrible anyway. Um, we're gonna try going backwards through
Don't give
the wreck
up.
ship.
Don't give up, Mac. Join the Nintendo Fun Club today.
Are we doing punch out quotes now?
Why not? I can actually I've beaten Punch Out on stream, man, as opposed to Super Metroid.
Yeah, no, that was impressive. I'm not very good at punch out.
It's it's a tough one. People beat it blindfolded. Can you believe that nonsense?
I never understood how people can beat games blindfolded. Like I've heard of this, but that's just crazy to me.
A bridge too far.
Exactly. I wouldn't even drive across a bridge blindfolded.
That just sounds like sound logic.
Yeah. Hey,
You're
kids at
like, I
home, don't
wouldn't.
do this.
I would.
Whoops. Ah,
Yeah, had
what
a
am I
lot of
doing?
fun today here, but don't drive across
Yeah,
bridges blindfolded.
yeah,
The more you know.
exactly.
Do you remember the more you know? That was good stuff, even though it wasn't.
It was good stuff, except for the fact that it wasn't.
But it is really interesting to, because we're talking like the Ewoks and stuff to start this and this, and like a lot of the stuff that many of us grew up nostalgic for. Like in hindsight, you're like, oh, this was just like a commercial grab on me and wasn't very good. You know, it wasn't good, and I just liked it because I was like 5.
Yeah, exactly.
5-year-olds do not have.
Yeah, that's one thing I appreciated, like on your podcast with Jeff May when you were talking about one of the, I think it was He-Man, and how yeah it was like made to sell a toy, but like when you're a kid, it's still okay to enjoy that kind of thing.
How many just empty rooms does this stupid game have?
Are they ever really empty?
I'm pretty sure that room was empty. Was it empty, Landon?
I don't
Was it
know.
empty? I hate you. I hate all of you.
Wow, harsh.
This is how supervillains get formed. Okay, so
In
I'm
Super
up
Metroid.
here. Am I able to do anything up here? I went up and to the right per your advice.
No, I don't know. Now you're kind of back where you started when I was watching, and I don't remember how you got there.
Okay, like this room over here. Alright, that's a fake room. Okay, so here's why I'm on Meridia. And I want to get down and I just press start, so don't worry. In a sec, you'll see my map. So I want to get over there, right to where the little
Yeah,
boss head is.
right.
And I did like all of that. Like I went up and to the right over there.
Man, I wish
That's
I
how I
could.
got back.
Actually, you know what? Let me go back down this elevator so I can look at my map.
If you give me a second, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up your stream from last week.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna watch you play for. I'll put that on stream.
That's probably
And
not a
have
bad
my
idea,
stream.
because on my stream, I don't remember. Like, I always get lost in Meridia too, but like, I didn't go out the back way from the ship, so I would have started like at the kind of where I had you go start. And I know you were in the
Like
right
the
area, like
Brinstar.
where you're doing the grappling on those inflating guys. But I don't remember. I didn't really see where you went after that.
Okay, so that's here. The little grappling on the guys.
So I think one of those things in the ceiling, I think you did want to go in. Um,
So the
Cause yeah,
grappling on
if
the
you watch
guys
my
is
stream,
here.
I basically went straight there. Oh yeah, we're watching my stream now, aren't we? um,
Are we? I don't
I don't
know.
know. Are we?
No, this is me.
Okay.
So okay, I'm in this room, and I did go to the.
I've never tried going this direction. We'll see if this was a really dumb idea. Which it probably is.
See if they let you use this as kind of like against Guardiana, like as a whip, where you could just kind of like keep it out, and then it
Hmm.
would catch as a and like keep it out and move direct. Actually, that's all they need to do. Is if you were able to. If you were able to um, extend the whip and change direction once it was extended.
Hmm.
That's all that would need to do to make this thing work. All you would need to do.
That's it. And I'm
Okay, so
trying to hurry hell here.
that's from the ship.
Yeah, I went backwards through the ship. I thought it might be faster, but now I kind of feel like seeing what's around here because I don't remember.
Oh, there's something back there. No, I went up there though, didn't I?
Another E-tank.
So I go up here, and there's nothing up here. Like it's an empty room.
There probably is something up there. I'll have to watch again. Like you can probably just run through one of the walls, whether it says you can or not. Like, don't even try breaking anything. Like, just run into one of the walls up top,
Just try running through one of the walls.
or walking, whatever you feel like. Rolling maybe.
I feel you're messing with me.
I might be like I actually don't remember. Like I feel like hmm, yeah I don't remember. Hilarious.
So how about that NBA All-Star game?
Was there one?
Yep.
How do you become an NBA All-Star?
You are an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Interesting if true.
Metroid walkthrough Meridia.
Good.
Metroid Meridia
Uh,
walkthrough. The gamer. This is a short story I'm working on, Landon. Can you give me some feedback?
all right.
All
What do you
right.
got so far?
Okay. I get the space jump.
Oh come on, that was off screen. Oh yeah,
This is not
whoops.
useful at all.
Doesn't matter. I don't need those.
All right, let's try Meridia. Why are these people using so much text? Like you can use a map.
Right?
Meridia map. Okay. But I don't know how to get where.
All right. I'm at my ship, recharging all my awesome stuff. I think I can now do the coolest thing in the game.
All right, what's that?
It will kind of waste a lot of time to do it, but it's also kind of worth it.
Hmm. To your, they think there is some way through here. They do think there is a way up here.
Yeah,
What do I do though?
try
Oh,
bomb jumping. Did you get it?
I hate me. I hate you so much. I hate this game. I hate myself. And that was easy, by the way. All I had to do was literally use the device I just got on the wall. To everybody watching, don't forget to swipe that dislike and you're a noob button, which we did add for some odd reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why I
the
asked for that
dislike.
feature.
Yeah, and
I was like, hey, Landon, can you add a dislike and you're a noob button for our
yeah,
followers? And you're like,
and it's on
do
mine.
you really think
So
they're going to want that? Okay, but this is I'm back on criteria now. I don't think I was right.
maybe not.
Can I do it the other side though? I wonder if it's the same.
All right, so now I'm um.
This is like a trick from Metroid 1, by the way, that I like, that they like super powered. Is you can just like sit in here where these things spawn
Mhm.
and just bomb repeatedly and just like super level up on weapons and stuff.
So
But because they send out like 4.
right. If we remember this part of the game, this area, all these warning lights, I think this is where Mother Brain was shipped in, and also it's where this statue is with all the bosses, and we can now see that Dragon is being unlocked in whatever bizarre technology this is doing, and Ridley, and you're like, oh no, I got them all. What happens now? There's an earthquake. That's what happens now.
Hmm.
And you're like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in a video game.
It's nice.
or real life or movies or anything. It is the coolest thing. Then you're like, man, I'm gonna go down here now. And you're like, I don't know what these are, but I know how to use this elevator. Then you hear these
So
familiar
I'm
sounds.
I don't. So I think there is something up in the ceiling in this room. I don't think this one is it, but I think to the right, in
Oops.
theory, there is.
Here, I'm screwing around and going back up the elevator. Sorry, everybody, that was really dumb. But
You
we
better
need,
be
we need, we need,
sorry.
we need to watch this entrance again. Amazing. So now I'm in Turian, and we all remember this from Metroid 1, and we know how dangerous it is. We're like, man, this is. And then you come down here, and you get a save
Yeah,
point.
like if you put it in your food, it's kind of spicy. Oh, that's turmeric.
Yeah, fewer.
How's it going?
Ah. Anyway, now we have like even brand new lava. You're like, what is this? You're like, oh, it hurts really bad. So you jump back out. And then you come over here, and you're like, oh my god, real, real, real life Metroids. Look at them. Aren't they amazing? They're not like those fake ones we saw in Meridia that Dragon was trying to put together. These are real ones. And then you're like, wait, were they trying to clone their own Metroids, but they weren't able to? And then when Ridley stole the baby Metroid, they were able to clone that one, and now they have real Metroids? And you're like, yeah, that is what
Hmm.
happened. And it all
I'm
makes
I'm
sense
glad
now.
you filled in the story. Actually, this is identical to the Metroid One,
Yeah,
like the exact same
yeah.
layout.
It even though we know it's not actually the same place because we already went through. Metroids aren't that smart. We already went through old Turian, remember, at the very beginning, because we saw it was all like blown up. But I guess it makes sense that Mother Brain would just make it exactly the same way, or pretty much. Wow, I'm
Hmm.
glitching out here. That was strange.
Should try not to do that.
And then you're like, man, these Metroids are pretty easy to kill. Good thing I've got this ice beam. And then this is the most important part of the game. This is the coolest part of the entire game. So you're like
Of the
these
entire game,
of the whole game. I know there's been a lot of the coolest
whole
parts,
game.
but this is the coolest part. This is the best thing ever. Cause like you can't kill these guys. You're like, man, look how tough they are. Taking all these super missiles. And you're like, I'm just gonna move on. Cause they're way too strong. And then you come into this room. And this is the coolest thing that's ever happened in a video game. Because you're like, oh, look at this Chozo statue. It's mid-walking. What's happening? Why is there all this sand? Then you touch it, and it disintegrates into dust. And you get a closer look. And you're like, yep, that's Chozo dust. I don't like where this is going. So then you walk over here, go through this door, but you don't want to, because you know how scary this is.
But but
And
but I do.
there's like these other enemies we've seen around.
I
There's
do. But wait. I do want to.
okay, well we did. Good news, we did. And then you see like this Ripper, and he's been turned to dust, and he's still floating in the air, and you're like, how does this happen? But you don't worry too much about it, because as soon as you walk over here, you're like, oh crap, it's another one of these really, really tough guys. I don't think I can kill this guy. Oh my god, it's this giant Metroid. Look how big it is. And he just turned that thing to dust. And you're like, uh oh, I'm the only living thing here, so you start to run away, but you can't. Unless you're really good, which I'm not. And then it drains your energy. You're like, what's happening? And then your alarm goes off. Look at this. Do you know who this is, Dre?
Yes.
Do you know? Do you?
It's the Metroid you
Look.
say. Now, story wise, this still bugs me because you like kill all the Metroid, you save one. You're like, I'll save it for science, and it's like, mommy. You're like,
You're
how
like,
does this work in
yes.
Metroid lore? You're like,
It
yes,
is
I
me.
am. I am your
I'm
mom.
mom. Good thing you remembered, because you
Do
almost
not.
killed me. So you go in here, and you saw, like, and like, I'm kind of making fun of it, but I'm really not, because, like, this really was the coolest thing going through the first time. And that Metroid, just, like, its movements and the sounds they gave it, even though it's 16-bit, like, you feel a little bad, because you can tell, like, it feels bad about what it did, right? Like, it's concerned, and so it runs away because it thinks it hurt you. But then luckily there's like this really convenient energy recharge station, so you're totally fine. And also you had reserve energy, which it didn't know about, so you're still gonna be totally fine. But then you come over here and you're like another one of these eyeball door guys that they hired to block all the important doors.
I really wish I could figure out right wall. I can do like a left single wall jump, so it's right. That was cool.
There's a save point there. I'm actually not gonna save my game because I saved at the ship, and I might want to do cool stuff later. But anyway, we will all
Hey,
recognize.
question to you. I'm in a new spot now. I think I'm near a thing. And I know you're like, hey, I'm about to beat the game. And I'm like, but I am way further back. But this is
Indeed.
new, right?
Yeah.
Almost to
Uh,
something.
yeah, here somewhere. Yeah, as long as you're finding new places in Meridia, you'll get there. You'll find it eventually. Um,
All
anyway,
right.
we all recognize this room from Metroid 1, the most difficult room in the whole game. You needed 80 million missiles. But the same thing is happening here. You have to break all these things before they recharge. There's this acid here. There's all these guns and turrets shooting all over the place. And then here it is. Here is Mother Brain, just as we saw in Metroid 1. And like, well, I know how to kill Mother Brain. And like this part of the game looks really cool. Like Mother Brain looks cool. The glass as it breaks looks really cool. I could do without these Cheerio things floating around. And then you
That
do all
is
this
what they're
damage,
like
it
called too.
explodes. And then you're like, is it over? You shoot it. And then it stands up, and I don't know how, I don't understand how this works. But anyway, turns out Mother Brain's gigantic. And this is the part that,
Mm.
like, I'd seen some of this, like, in magazines and stuff. But this would have been so cool, like, if I had been even older than I am, and, like, gone through the original Metroid and seen all this stuff come up again. Like I said kind of at the beginning of this game, like, there's a lot more shout-outs to the original Metroid than I realized, having never actually gone through the first Metroid. And and it like they keep it up all the way through the game, all the way up to the very end, where you like fight Mother Brain again the exact same way, and then it turns out she has a second form, and she's got all these really cool attacks. Like that thing looks cool. She's got this purple smoke coming out of her mouth for some reason, and then she's got this charge
Mm.
up thing, which was mind blowing the first time, because you're like, what's happening? And then you can't dodge it.
Well, of course. Why would you be able to
And then
dodge
like
it?
you can't really stand up, but then you do, and you keep fighting because you're like, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna just keep shooting her, and then she does it again. It just shows like just how powerful she is compared to poor Samus. And then you're down, you
Oh,
can't do
sad.
anything. It's like you just have to watch this happen.
So, did you have this, like, obviously, when I, it's funny because
And
this
then
just gets
hang
spoiled
on
for you
one
if you
second,
watch,
sorry.
like, canonical.
This is the most important part of the game. She's
All right,
charged up.
ready?
I'm almost dead.
You can do it. I believe in you, Samus. Don't die.
And
Oh no. What's going on?
then the
Oh
most
no.
awesome.
That is really
It
cool.
is so awesome, this is one of the most satisfying endings to a video game I've ever played. Like, it's just so cool all the way through, and they've got this great music going on, and like you're playing, and it feels.
Can we throw something out here, like, just as a point?
Hmm,
This is like really the end of um, Jurassic Park. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. This is before Jurassic Park.
it's after.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but see,
this is
then
the
like
T
it's
Rex.
the baby is still on my side, so it recharges me, and but while it's doing that, Mother Brain stands up again, because she's just insanely powerful. Like, I'm assuming she like built this body for herself, and she just starts attacking the Metroid, and you can see like the Metroid is like changing colors, which is common in video games. It's common in Super Metroid to show they're taking damage. And then that happens, and the music changes, and you're flashing, and you're angry because it just killed your baby, and you start shooting again, and you've got this insane weapon, and like you're just so overpowered, but that's what you want to be. Like, at this point, you just want to feel like a badass, right? You just want to be Samus, to take revenge, and to kill the Mother Brain, and it's easy, but you don't care because it's so much fun and it's so well done, and it's still very
Well, this reminds me
satisfying.
of like the Final Fantasy VII, like very last boss against Sephiroth.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's a good.
where you just like kill him with Omnislash. Like
Yes.
it's like you already did the hard stuff, right? Like you already did the hard battles. The very last one doesn't need to be even harder.
That
The
that's
last one is like,
that's a good point. That's one of my other favorite endings ever for that reason, because by the time I'd gotten to that, and I'll try not to die as I try to remember how to get out of here, because as always, things behind Samus start exploding. Um, so I've got
you got a
time,
whole
and
3 minutes. That is so much longer than in the first game.
but there's something I my job isn't done. My work's not done. There's something else I have to
Job's not
do.
done.
Yeah, and this is the most important thing in the whole game that I'm about to do, and the coolest.
Hopefully,
The,
it's not some weird
it this
sexist
this
thing that ends
no
with you in a bikini.
no this is actually the number one coolest thing in the game, because remember all the friends we met along the way through our
The
travels through
the
Zebus.
the people you killed, you literally, including the people that liked you,
No, our
had
our
done nothing but left a trail of dead bodies,
no,
including your
all our
friends and allies.
yes, thank you. Like, our good friends who like showed
Craig,
us.
Ripley,
No,
Crocomire
no, you're
Dew.
forgetting our friends who showed us how to get through the game, the ones who showed us our abilities that we didn't know we had all this time.
Oh yeah, the ones
The
that
wall
ruined
jump,
your speed run.
the wall jump guys, the ones who showed us how to do the shine spark. Like, they're
Yeah.
still here,
Like
right?
the weird bird dude
Yeah, the weird bird dude. He doesn't like being called
that knows how to like
weird.
jump straight
Um,
up in the air.
and you're like,
Well, maybe he shouldn't be a weird bird dude.
you're like, oh no, what about them? What about them, Dre? Do we not care about them?
No,
The
let him
answer is we
die.
do
Who
care about them.
cares?
So I'm gonna go back down here instead of going out to where my ship is. I hope everyone is enjoying this, because this is, and this comes up a lot in speedruns where they vote on if you do this or not. But if you come in here, look at that. They're all here waiting for me to blast a hole in the wall with my hyper beam.
Can I
And I
ask a
need to get
question?
going because but like, this guy stays behind to say goodbye, and then the acid starts rising, so I gotta get out of here. And so instead of saying, hey, follow me, guys, I'm like, they're like, we got this. And they're also like, also, don't follow us, Samus. Like, okay, we'll go our separate ways now.
Is that what they said?
Where you're like, oh no, I've got less than a minute. The whole world is exploding. But then you get in your ship, and you're done. But keep watching because this is
Oh, I'm gonna.
yeah, yeah, you have to keep
I
watching
like to be
because
like, and we're done. Everybody tune out. We'll talk to you
yeah,
next time.
no, because watch very closely. So this is about to explode, as we know. Watch the right side of the screen, right
Where
after
it
the.
says press L and R to start the
No, not that
controller.
far, not that far. Right side of my screen. So like this, in this, I don't know about this explosion. We can talk about it later. But watch, watch. I mean, this is epic. Like this is awesome. And watch right now on the right side. Except it's a little delayed. It's like now. See that little purple thing that went? That little star?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say yes, you did.
I
That was their
I did see it actually.
that was their ship. That was
How do you know?
because
Prove it.
if you don't save them, that doesn't show up.
Huh. That is pretty compelling. I would believe you there.
Yeah. But anyway, so you do this awesome explosion, you do this amazing escape, you save your friends, the music just keeps getting better somehow. This amazing soundtrack like keeps getting better through the entire game. And then you get to watch these beautiful credits, and I'm not saying that ironically. Like you remember I made fun of Mega Man credits a lot because they look terrible, but these, like the colors again, the font, like it's all just put together so well that and it just fits and it works. And you beat the game for the first time, and you're a kid or you're an adult, it doesn't matter. Like it's been fun the whole time, especially the grappling hook, the grappling beam, and yeah, you're just excited to have beaten the game, and it not every game captures that. I think some games you just like finally I'm done, but this one, like I said, it just keeps getting more exciting the further you get into the game.
Hmm. I'd give it to you.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch the credits. It showed my clear time, which was like over 2 hours, so not very fast,
Not great, but not
but
horrible.
it
But I and you were also like
yeah
you
it
also like backtracked to try and figure out where I was.
yeah a little bit of that, and also it's going to I think that still gets me the best ending, which I think we've talked a little bit about Metroid endings, how that part could be better, but it's what it was.
Huh, interesting. Is Castlevania not in here? Capcom's kind of weird.
Look,
Maybe
we
it's
haven't
not.
even the credits aren't even dry yet, and you're starting the next game. Like
Yes,
you haven't even fought Dragon or Ridley. Like you've got work to do. You're
I'm
not done.
going to learn how to beat it. I'm not gonna. I mean, I might beat it on stream. Like I might do it behind you on something. But
All right, so here's the ending, and this is also a very cool part of the game. Like just because it's showing these bigger sprites, these effects. The first time you beat it, you're not gonna get this ending, but I don't know. I still think it's cool. Like she shoots the screen and it shows how many items you got, which is probably not very many.
still got to do that, huh, Nintendo?
Yeah, it's 77. That's more than I thought.
Mm.
See you next mission. It's got the cool stars. Perfection all the way through.
Except for the stupid the beam.
The grappling beam
And the sand's kind of annoying.
is not great. The sand is kind of annoying, but it's what it is.
It's what it is. It's what's in here.
Anyway,
Try.
I hope if anybody is still watching, they enjoyed Super Metroid.
That's cool that you beat it
That
all.
is the
That's
end.
pretty awesome.
That is all the way through.
Oh.
Um, so then I'm not sure how this works. It must save that. So then I do a like a reset because you can't do anything. So then you're back at the beginning. Um, I'm not gonna start over. I'm gonna continue my game.
Wait, what?
Because
What you
I
say?
never showed you the coolest thing in the game.
I gotta ask, how many coolest things in the game are there?
There are quite a few. But we've all right, so coolest abilities, right? Number 1 is what I'm about to try to do, which I may not be able to. I don't remember how to. In the most secret thing in the whole game, if you ask me, as far as like normal things you're supposed to be able to do. Um, Obviously, let's recap. We have charge beam is pretty cool, right? The the dropping 5 bombs at once is the
It's pretty cool.
is the
I'll give
second
you that.
coolest. That's the second coolest thing you can do. Um, I'm taking damage here intentionally because to do the coolest thing in the game, you have to be almost dead. And you have to
No.
both be almost dead
Oh.
and also have a whole bunch of
Oh.
weapons,
Oh.
a whole bunch of missiles and bombs.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that's why I couldn't do it through most of the game because I didn't have enough stuff. I think I do now, but again, I don't actually remember how to do this. So we will try. And this is all right. So I've got the alarm going, and this is something I never figured out until I was able to look it up on the internet because there's just, as far as I know, there's no way to figure it out on your own. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I'm all right. Are you ready? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
It might not work, but my health is low.
De-
The alarm
de-
is all right.
Degeneration X.
The alarm is going off. I've got my power bomb selected. Got my power bomb selected. Nope, that's not it. All right, I got my power bomb selected. I'm holding all these buttons.
I
Oh,
gotta
that's not how
say,
you do
of all the things, this is indeed the
it.
coolest thing ever.
I may not have enough to do it. I'm gonna have to look this up again. I don't remember how. Um,
I, oh my goodness, can you believe we are witnessing this on stream? Maybe I'm salty because I suck so bad at this game, but truly, have you ever seen Samus in a ball throwing a bomb well low on health in a Metroid? No less.
oh my
In a
god. Oh,
Metroid.
it's even got a name. I didn't know it had a name. Let's see. How do you do it? Um, must enter the morph ball and spend 1 power bomb. At the end of the power bomb's explosion, if the player is holding the aim up button. Oh wait, no, I got those. And down and fire. No, I am doing it right. I'm doing.
No, I don't want to be too critical. You're starting to
Uh,
sound a little like me, where you're like,
this is.
no.
Um, I'm trying it again. Why is. Why? What am I missing? Why is it? Why can I not do this?
It's
What
like you
am
had always
I
said,
missing? I've got.
do or do
I
not.
don't
There
think
is no
son of a.
try without a
Oh,
rescue statement.
I've. Interesting. I thought you could do it with reserve, but you can't. All right, hang on. Don't worry, everybody. I got this.
We were
I got it
all.
figured out. I was See, now I've really got no idea what the reserve tanks are for. I actually thought they were for this reason, but I guess I'm just dumb. I guess I'm just dumb, everybody. All right, so I'm getting my health low again. All right, ready? This time, this time it'll work for sure. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here it goes. Yes. Look at this. Look how awesome that is. Have you ever seen anything like that before? I know.
I'm
I'm
waiting.
I'm all struck
So,
too.
so what? You just recharged your health by turning into a giant baby?
I'm not a giant baby. I'm a
You
person.
look like a giant baby.
What? That's insulting. No. That was the all right. I'm glad everybody agrees that's the coolest thing in the game because it is. I've
Who is agreeing? The last thing Mitty Mitty said was 7 years ago was fire.
no. She thinks it's the coolest thing in the game.
You
We
think it was
all
cooler
think.
than?
I mean, it's cooler than this bomb thing, right? And that's really cool. It's cooler than. Oh well, we didn't. We showed like some of these charge beam combos, but we didn't show the plasma beam one, which is also very cool. See, watch this. This is pretty cool, right? That was neat.
I need to figure out this stupid wall jump. If I could just figure out, I'm really annoyed that like it's as hard as it is for me.
You're
Because
right.
I
That's
think I just want to go.
that's so cool. I am gonna do it again. And this is one of those abilities that it's awesome. It refills all your health. It takes a bunch of your like missiles and stuff to do it. But I've never used it in the game. Like, there's never been a reason where I'm like, oh no, I need to crystal flash. I think is what they call it. Um, Otherwise, I can't continue. Like, but it doesn't matter. It's still the coolest thing in the game. Except maybe all those other cool things I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even the charge beam
Sure.
by itself is really cool. But yeah, that's one of the
All
things.
right. So, what is your opinion for next time on?
Hang on, watch this.
Okay, I'm
What
watching.
this? Why won't it do it for me? I think this thing I was looking at was lying to me. Ugh. No, it's just not gonna do it. Oh, I bet it. Do I have reserve again? I do. Where did this reserve come from? All right, hang on. This time for sure. Yeah, the only time I've ever done this is by intentionally losing all kinds of life just to do it. There we go. That's so awesome. Awesomest thing in the game. Nobody can say otherwise.
Okay, I
Anyway,
won't.
so then
It's Metroid.
so
That's
here
Metroid 3.
yeah, so like I said, we'll see if this does this on the emulator, but when you I was talking about like these pre-game like in between where it shows all the demos. How there's three sets of them. There's a fourth one that unlocks when you beat the game, and it shows Samus doing that. And that's why it was always such a mystery, like back in the day, because it shows you that she can do this ability, but you have no idea how. And it's it's just really cool.
Yeah, and this is the door I need to remember one day.
Yeah, that's the door you have to remember.
I'm gonna like actually watch. I'm gonna cheat and just watch a walkthrough and actually learn how to beat this game. Because if it's an hour or 20, I can do that.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a good idea.
That was cool watching you do it. I do appreciate. I will give you all the accolades. Again, very anti Ewoks the Battle for Endor in that this definitely aged pretty well.
Yeah.
Anything you want to end up on before we figure out next time?
Um. No, I guess not. I think
Actually, I want
we.
to
I
watch
think.
this. Why would it stop there? That was the place I was stuck, and I wanted to know more. Like the intro was showing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is kind of
Didn't say
cool.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the intro shows some cool stuff. And so here she's gonna do This is the fourth one that unlocks when you beat the game, so it shows her doing like this crystal flash thing, but it doesn't
All
show you
right.
how to do it because you do it by holding L and R, the two trigger buttons, and down, and holding the fire button after you set off a power bomb, and then she'll do it.
All right. Well, I'm sure we can chat offline about what to do next time. If we want to do Castlevania, we want to do something else.
Yep.
Want to code? Sky is the limit, sir.
We can code Castlevania.
That's probably a thing, right? People probably do that.
Probably.
All right. Well, clearly, conversation has run dry. That was nice work.
I'm glad we got to see all the cool Super Metroid stuff. I mean, there's still more
I am
secrets
gonna
and things
learn
didn't
how
get
to
them all.
be.
But
I'm actually gonna learn better now. Now that I like to do
yeah,
some studying.
I think that's fair, and I think you should. I just even if you don't like want to finish the game on stream, that's fine. But just it's worth going through
I
because
might. I mean,
it's
well, I mean, here's the thing. If you can beat this game in under 2 hours, then we can do whatever we want on stream, and like I can just play it in the back. I mean, the rule, right? We've been doing chess for part of this, so it's like there are no rules. The
it's
only
true.
rule is there are no rules, except for all the games we play that are filled with countless rules.
Yes, but except for that, there are no rules. We can do what we want.
Yep, fair enough.
All right. Um,
All right. Oh, cool.
Sorry, I got a
And
notification.
yeah,
I'm just screenshot that.
the tick guy is talking to the other co-host, to Jeff, and Jeff did his show in Worcester. One of those stupid British things, right? Like Boston has a bunch of those. In like Worcester, it's like Worcester is how you say it.
Hmm.
Even though there's like an R and a C and an E, you should say Worcester, Worcester.
Yeah.
You say like Worcester. I'm not
Worcester.
making this up. You should talk to like your British friends, right? What was that one soccer team that did really well, like the Leicester, or like it's spelled Leicester, but it's like Leicester.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go
That,
ask
that
them. Be
that's
like,
all. Yeah,
be like,
I'll ask. You
be
know
like,
that.
remember.
You know,
You go like, remember when
Leicester,
Leicester beat?
Lister. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll see what they say. But
All right. Sounds good. I will see you maybe in a week. I mean, we've been keeping that up, and I think next week's probably all right.
okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully we can.
It is up. It is up to you.
I will probably be around. That sounds good. Yeah, we will figure out what we're doing next time.
I might try and I might try and do like an amateur speed. I mean, I did it with Metroid One, right? Like I did like
Yeah.
that. Like I would have done it in 40 some odd minutes if I hadn't glitched on like I messed up the easy sync break, which you can do without cheating, and then I tried to do it the cheating way and messed up, and then I died needlessly, which cost me like 10 minutes. But I definitely learned how to do it. If you're telling me an hour and 20, I'm willing to bet maybe with some sequence breaking right
Mhm.
that you could do it faster, and that's got to be showable, and I can do it. So I'm going to learn. I think I'm going to plan on maybe trying to chess plus speed run that, and we can decide if there's another game we want to do as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Have you
Cause
played have you played Ocarina of Time?
um I've never finished it.
Oh my God, we need to do Ocarina of Time. Figure out a way to get Ocarina of Time on screen.
You think?
That's
Maybe.
one of the best. Yeah, I love. I mean, if the theme was right, like we did like the Metroid series and like we did like the best, I would argue Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game.
Yeah. I
Maybe Breath of the Wild, but no, Ocarina of Time's amazing. So
yeah.
we should do Ocarina of Time, and then me. You're like, you finish your homework. You don't get to play Ocarina of Time until you finish Super
Till you
Metroid.
finish Super Metroid.
I'm like, all right, I'll finish. And maybe, yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, we can talk more, but that would be what I'd have on the docket is me finishing Super Metroid and you doing Ocarina of Time, and then maybe me catching up on Ocarina of Time too.
Maybe. Ocarina is a little. It's pretty long, isn't it?
Okay, let's take a look. Ocarina
I
of
mean,
Time.
Super
I
Super
like how we're
Metroid's a
like
2 hour game, right?
I like how we are discussing how long stuff is taking. We're like, oh, that's can't spend that much time doing it. We're like staying up late, like talking. How long? Okay, so listen, man, it's not that long. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's 26 and a half hours if you just focus on the main objective.
Oh my
That's
God.
nothing.
So take me like
That is
40.
nothing.
That's like the next 80 weeks. That's what we're gonna be playing Ocarina of Time. That's
We've been doing like 2 to 3 hours, man. Like
yeah,
that's
that's true.
13 weeks. That's not that long. Maybe something else.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll stick with some more retros, 8 or 16-bit stuff for now. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see what we're doing. But yeah, that was Super Metroid, and yeah, I cannot say enough good things about it, even today. And also, I can't say anything that
And
hasn't
you
already
did.
been said
You
about it
called.
because
You
everybody
call.
has.
I don't think any other streamer has called things the most awesome. As many things in the game, the most awesome thing ever.
I don't know. People think it though. They, they they know what I'm talking about. They're right there with me.
It's true. All right. So next week I'll finish Metroid. And we'll figure something out for you, like Ocarina of Time.
Xenogears, like some other super
Actually,
long
one thing
RPG.
we should figure out invitation. We said that, like, right, like you being able to invite me to stream.
Yeah, we want to get this two-person stream working better because yeah, your screen is still pretty laggy. It'd be great if we can get it closer, like caught up in time, as well as just smoother. That'd be a nicer experience for us and our thousands and thousands of viewers.
Love it.
But cool,
All
sounds
right,
good.
well, you have a good night. It is super late for you. I don't know what you're still doing up, but anyway,
I don't know. I was ready to fall
get
asleep
some
like four
sleep.
hours
It's a
ago.
work.
Yeah, but
And then we played Metroid for 2.5 hours, so that works.
yeah.
All right, you have a good night, man.
All right. Have a good one. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and see you next time.